justice, of peace. As your Prime Minister in Samarkand said, that it's not an era of war. I mean, we do support this purely and fully, but unfortunately we have aggressive countries who question the existence of other countries. And then the question of India's involvement as a leader in the global south, as a G20 presidency, I think that we hope that India would be involved and engaged into global issues and challenges, economic challenges, energy challenges, nuclear challenges to a greater extent, because the Ukrainian issue is a litmus paper today.
Ma'am, how do you see India importing energy from Russia? How do you see India importing energy from Russia?
I mean, look, we are not in the position of instructing India in their economic ties with other countries. We only think that it's crucial to diversify all of the resources, not only energy but also military resources. Because what we see in my country, when you are dependent from Russia, they will always use this blackmail instrument. So I think that India should be pragmatic in diversing the energy resources, in diversing military contracts, in diversing political interaction, and we feel that there is extraordinary time that we live in. And as my president, Volodymyr Zelensky, says, extraordinary times need extraordinary decisions. So, of course, Prime Minister Modi, with his 3D policy of democracy, dialogue, and to my knowledge, it's diversity. I think that this 3D and no era of the war and strategic application is really, really important. So we hope that India and Ukraine would be, even though we're distant geographically, but we will become closer physically and politically and in many other ways.
Ma'am, last question.
We will see each other later.
And that's a statement coming in from Ukraine's first Deputy Foreign Minister, who is visiting India as this is her first day of visit. She's putting out an official statement since the war, also hailing Prime Minister Modi's leadership. Abhishek Kapoor, Senior Executive Editor, with us on the phone line. Abhishek, your view of the statement coming in from the first Deputy Foreign Minister. It is her first visit to the country, and this is obviously the statement coming in post the war.
Well, Suresha, the fact of the matter is that Yemeni Zaporova is in Delhi because Ukraine, of course, wants to lobby for a little more active role for India in getting peace talks going between the two sides. She has met with Joint Secretary West, and I believe she would be meeting more officials in both the Ministry of External Affairs and the National Security Council Secretariat. In fact, tomorrow she's going to meet Deputy National Security Advisor, and then she has a talk at Indian Council for World Affairs. That's again tomorrow, apart from some other meetings lined up with ministries in Delhi. Now, what is important is that took the lead, in fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in telling both the sides, the Ukrainian side and the Russian side, that they should be calling for truce at the first available opportunity and end the war. This is not an era of war, which she, Yemeni Zaporova, quoted just a while back in that soundbite. What is important is that since then the conflict has become a little more complicated, and we are not seeing the possibility of an end to the war in sight. And with expansion of NATO that happened last week with Finland joining the military alliance, obviously the Russians, and with the backing of the Chinese, are in no mood to relent. And there was this grain deal, for example, where India played some behind-the-scenes role, and maybe she has come here because she thinks that we have been a little soft on Russia, and when the West came together to again condemn Russia for the war, India abstained. What is important is that we have not taken any side. We have done a balancing act, and the Ukrainians might want that we do a little more in terms of aid. So possibly that could be happening. But as I said, a number of other official meetings lined up for her, including meeting the Deputy National Security Advisor tomorrow and some ministries. And which means that India is willing to support Ukraine insofar as the humanitarian side is concerned, and maybe she's there to recruit on that front.
All right, Abhishek, many thanks for getting us those details. And of course, the Ukraine minister hailing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's efforts. Fact also is, Abhishek, that India has taken a neutral position. And, it is a very sensitive matter given the global development post the Russia-Ukraine war. But here is the Ukraine minister also, going on to thank India for the very way that India has not just stood by Ukraine, but really dealt with it on the whole. All right, not too sure if Abhishek is still with us, but you just heard that first statement coming in from the Ukraine Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister, who is on a visit to India. Remember, this is the first official visit after the Ukraine-Russia conflict. And most importantly, the minister hailing the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's efforts. She is on a 4-day visit, as this is the first ever since Russia's invasion began in February 2021. The Ukrainian minister will also be meeting delegates of the MEA and is expected to extend an invitation to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Ukraine as well. This is an official visit that will continue till the 12th of April. And through this visit, they are also expected to hold bilateral discussions and exchange views on the current situation.